أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome everybody to our day 4, Thursday's class. I'm going to go straight to a young, let me see now, admit these people. If you just bear with me, I'm just admitting some students into the class. Okay, I'm going to unmute a young tifl A1113. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. A1113. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam, darling. How are you? Can you hear me okay?
Okay.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, how
Yes.
are you enjoying the course so far? Are you enjoying the class?
Yes.
Okay, it's early days, isn't it? Okay, right. I'm just admitting some students to heart, so if you just bear with me for a second, I'll keep getting these students in. Okay, right then. Okay, we are going to start, as we always do, with a dua. And today's dua is this one here. With me again. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the Dawood followed by this dua, and I'd like you to follow with me, well, follow after me, and then I want all the students at home, even though you haven't got the mic, to also repeat with us. Okay, so A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, bismillahir rahmanir rahim. If you repeat that for me, please, darling.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
Excellent. Allahumma inni as'aluka. Well done.
As'aluka.
Ilman. Well done. Ilman. Nafi'a. Excellent. Okay. Can you read me the English translation, please? That's highlighted in yellow.
Oh Allah, I ask you for beneficial knowledge.
Excellent. And can you read this here? Can you read this? It's a little bit tricky, isn't it? It's Ibn Majah. It's a book of hadith. And this dua is found in that book of hadith. Okay? And these duas that we use in the beginning of our classes every day, they're designed to help us. They've been chosen in order for us to be helped in our learning. Okay? Okay then. Jazakumullah sweetheart for your okay, let's put you on mute if I can find you in the list. Here we are. Okay, and inshallah we'll talk again another time. Allah Hafiz. Okay, right. Okay, now you'll have to bear with me today. I'm on my own. There is no support teacher today, so I'm having to admit students as well. But not to worry, inshallah we'll be fine. Now, we have had 4 days of our course so far, and we're coming to the end of our first week. And today we're going to spend a little time learning how we are expected to behave whilst we are in this classroom. And we're going to have a short presentation outlining our codes of behavior. Okay, so I'm just going to bring that presentation up. And here we are. Okay, so if I just go to tifl A1113. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Can you see the screen where it says etiquettes of the classroom?
Yes.
Yes, okay, magic. Thank you so much. Jazakumullah. I'll put you on to mute and then I'll get on with this presentation, okay? Okay, we have lots of people coming into the classroom still, so if you just bear with me, everybody. Right. Okay then, so we're going to have this short presentation on etiquettes of the classroom. Etiquettes of the classroom is just another way of saying the good manners that you should have whilst you're part of this class. Okay, so it's all about how we as teachers expect you as students to behave whilst you're students of our class. Okay, right. Okay then, so now we're back to it again. Bear with me for a second. So let me just ask. Okay, I am hoping that everybody can see this and hear this. Assalamu alaikum, Tifl A1120. Okay. Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much. Okay, so right, what we're going to do is we're going to abandon that PowerPoint presentation for today. I'm not sure why that wasn't working. I'll ask for some technical assistance next time, and we will have more of the recap lesson that we were going to be having anyway. Okay, so let's just go straight into the lesson proper then. Okay. Apologies, that was about 10 minutes of time that was used unnecessarily. I'm not sure why that presentation didn't come through. Okay, so let's just get on with today's lesson. Now, we've had 2 days worth of teaching, and we've been introduced to the Arabic alphabet, which, mashallah, most of you seem to know, which is excellent. Your pronunciation has also been very good. But one of the things that I did notice as I was watching the classes yesterday as well, is that many of you know the alphabet and you know the sounds that each letter makes phonetically. So you know, for example, that this is a J and a H and a S. But some of you are not able to say the actual names. So I just wanted to show you that in this lesson here, which says Arabic letters, lesson number 2, Arabic letters with pronunciation guide in order, you can see that this letter here is an alif. It's written down in English, and then underneath you can see all the sounds that make it up, the a, l, f, alif. Similarly here, the ba is written in English, b, here, the ta, the and here, the jeem is made up of j, e, m, jeem. So if you're unfamiliar with the actual names of the letters, okay, this is the place where you can go to find out what the names of the letters actually is. It's a little bit like in the English alphabet, if you were to say A, B, C, D. Those are the actual names of the letters. But the sounds that they tend to make are A, B, D. Okay? And that's really the only difference between what some people know and what we're asking you to learn. It's important that you know the names of the letters. Okay? So if some of you are unsure, this is the place, Arabic letters, lesson number 2. Okay, so let me just go up here. Okay, now yesterday my colleague did a lovely lesson all about combined letters where she showed you that the letters change their shape depending on where they are within the word that you're reading. And she explained, for example, here is an alif. On its own, this letter is an alif. When it starts a word, as it does here, it's written as a straight line. When it's in the middle of a word, like in here, it joins on to the previous letter in this manner here. And at the end of the word, if it occurs there, it joins on in exactly the same way. Okay, and what I found was that actually many of you did seem to recognize that. But today what we're going to do is we're going to call some students to the mic and have a little bit of a test on your knowledge. So I'm going to start with a tifl, a 1131. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Okay, darling. So you've been able to listen to me so far? You've been able to hear?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Okay then. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to point to some letters and see if you can recognize them, okay? And I'm going to point to this letter here in the black where the hand is underneath. Do you know what that letter is?
Lam.
Excellent. Okay. What is this letter here, the red?
Ba.
Excellent. And this one here in the red?
Ta.
Okay. Let me just go down. What is this letter here?
Jim.
Excellent. And this letter here?
Ha.
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 Excellent. Just smile as you say that letter, okay?
Okay.
Right. If I go down, what is this letter here?
Dal.
Well done. Okay. Okay, sweetheart. Jazakumullah for your help. You seem to have got a grasp of those. So what we'll do is we'll just choose another student now.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your help.
Jazakallah.
Okay, let's have, let me see if I can find a young Nasra. Nasra N1214. Assalamu alaikum. Nasra, wa alaikum salam. Okay, Jazak, hello darling. Okay, you can hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to point to some letters randomly and I'd like you to tell me what those letters are, okay? What is this letter here in the red?
Ha.
Excellent. Just round your mouth, okay? Ho.
Ha.
Excellent. Right, let me go down. What is this letter here?
Zal.
Excellent. Well done. What is this letter here?
Da.
Well done. And this letter here?
Ra.
Well done. Okay. This letter here with the red?
Sha.
Okay. Okay, no problem. What is this letter here?
Shin.
Excellent. Okay. Now, why did you say sha here and sheen here? Any reason?
No.
Okay. All right then. Well, you do know that this is a sheen, so that's fantastic. Okay. And what we're doing at the moment is just learning the names of the letters as they're properly known. Okay. So this is a sheen, as you quite rightly said. What is this letter here?
Sin.
Excellent. Well done. Okay. Can you tell me what this letter here is? In the red.
Sad.
Excellent. Well done. Did you do that all by yourself or did you have some help? Hello? Okay. All right then. Let's just move on to a couple of more letters with yourself. What is this letter here?
Ta.
Excellent. Okay then. So you are N1214, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Jazakumullah, sweetheart, for your help. I'll call you again to the mic another time. Allah Hafiz. Okay, right then. Let's have one more student before I talk about how to recognize some letters. Let's have a young Nasra, N1230. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, darling. How are you?
I'm alright, thank you.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, how are you enjoying the classes so far?
Really good.
Okay, well done. Right. Okay then, so let's test you out on how well you know your joined up letters. Okay, what is this letter here?
Rain.
Well done. Okay, try and say a little bit rounder, yeah? Rain. Rain.
Rain.
Okay, what is this letter here?
Ain.
Excellent. Okay, let me move down. Okay, and this letter here?
Fa.
Okay, well done. Okay then, so let me find you now in my list, and 1230. Oh. Okay. Jazakumullah for your help, sweetheart, and inshallah we'll call you to the mic another time. Okay, so actually, this is one of the things I've noticed, that actually many of you, most of you I think, have got a really good grasp of these letters. So what I want to do is try and find within the class all those students who think that they may be a little bit weak on the recognition of these letters when they're in their joined up form. So for now, everybody put your hands down. Okay, so click on the button which allows you to put your hand down. Okay, everybody, there's 8 people who've still got their hands up at the moment. Okay, keep going. 5. Almost there. Okay, there are still 4 people who've got their hands up. If you can put them down. Okay, what I want is for those students who think that they're a little bit weak on recognizing these letters, for them to put their hands up. Okay, and then what I'll do is I'll work with those to see if I can help them recognize these letters. Okay, so now anybody who feels that they are a little bit weak on recognizing these letters, please put your hand up. Okay, I have a young tifl, a 1127. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, darling. How are you?
I'm fine.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to point to some letters, okay, and see if you can recognize them in their joined up form, okay?
Yes.
So let me point to this letter here. What's this letter here?
Ba.
Excellent, well done. Okay, here it is when it's written all by itself, yeah? It looks like a little boat and it's got the dot underneath. When it starts a word, we take the first part of it and keep the dot, okay? So this letter here is what?
Ba.
Excellent, well done. When it's in the middle of a word, it looks like this. This is also a
Ba.
excellent. And then when it happens at the end of the word, it looks like this. And this is a
Ba.
excellent. Okay, so let me move down and try out a couple of other letters with you. What is this letter here?
Sa.
Well done. Okay, and this letter?
Ja.
Okay, what is this letter here?
Ja.
Okay, all right then. So let me take you to this lesson here, okay, and I'll show you this particular letter here, okay? Whereas I'm just tracing it around, okay, with a dot. Underneath, it tells you in English what the name of this letter is. It's a, can you read that out?
Jim.
Well done, excellent, okay? Now that's the name of the letter. It does make a sound when you're reading, and which sounds like J, but the name of the letter is actually Jim, okay? So when I point now to this letter here, can you tell me what the name of this letter is?
Jim.
Excellent. And here?
Ja.
Okay, now you just said that this is a Jim, okay? What do you think this is?
Jim.
Excellent, because it's the same letter, except that in this word, it's happening in the middle, okay? There's a letter before it and there's a letter afterwards. And that's why you've only got the top part of it here, okay? The curly bit that normally goes has been taken away because we've got to join on, okay? But here, it's exactly the same letter, it's just written slightly differently, okay? But the name of it doesn't change. Okay, let me point to this letter here. What is this letter?
Ha.
Okay, well done. That was quite a nice reading. Round your mouth a little bit, okay, and say ho.
Ha.
Excellent. And here?
Ha.
Excellent. Well done. Okay. What is this letter here?
Da.
Okay, all right. What is this letter here?
Dan.
Okay, well done. Okay, so here you said it's a da, and here you said it's a dal. Okay, let me just take you back here, and it's for everybody else to also see as well how you can see how to say the names of these letters properly. If you can see here, that's that letter, okay, where it goes round like this. It tells you in English underneath. Can you read that out for me?
Dal.
Well done. And underneath, it shows you all the sounds that make up that letter. D, A, L, dal. Okay? So lesson number 2 is the place to go to if you're not sure of the actual name of the letter and all the sounds that make up that letter. Okay, right then. Okay, so remind me again about your ID. You are A1127?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just find you in my list again. Where are you? Okay, here we are. Okay, then Jazakumullah for your help, sweetheart. And I'm just going to mute you and go to another student.
Jazakallah.
Okay, so let me find another student who may have their hands up. Okay, so we have, I think, a brother and sister team, A1119 and an N1222, a brother and sister, a Tiful and a Nasra. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, darling. Okay, so you've got your hand up, which means that you're thinking that you may be a little bit weak on your letters. So I'm just going to have a test to see if you can recognize some of these letters. Can you tell me what is this letter here? And I'll speak to the young Nasra first, okay?
Ra.
Okay, what is this letter here?
So.
Okay, right, okay then. And here?
So.
Okay, well done. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you back to this lesson here, okay, and show you this letter here, okay? Goes round with the dot on the top. Can you see underneath? It tells you what the name of that letter is. Can you read that out for me?
Zon.
Za, okay, za. Say that with me, darling. Za.
So.
Okay, well done. Okay, so if you come across a letter and you're not sure what it is, you need to come back to lesson 2, and then you'll be able to see, okay, this is what that letter is, this is how it's going to sound. This is the letter, this is the name of it underneath. Okay, so let's go back and have another letter to read from. Okay, what is this letter here?
C.
Okay, have a look at this one here. What is this letter? Okay, not to worry. Let me take you to lesson 2 and I will show you. Okay. Can you recognize this? Is that the same letter I was just pointing to? What do you think? Let me take you back. I was asking you, what is this letter here? And you were a little bit unsure. So I'm showing it to you in lesson 2. Is that the same letter? Hello, Assalamu alaikum, are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that look like the same letter as I was pointing to?
Yeah.
Yes. You don't sound sure. Let me show it to you again in lesson 4, okay? Can you see here? The little hand is going to trace that letter out, okay? It goes round and then it comes down and round again, okay? And if you go back to lesson 2, here it is. You go round and then down and round again. It's the same letter. Underneath, it tells you in English what the name of that letter is, okay? And can you read that out for me?
Zod.
Sod. And again, darling?
Sod. Sod.
Sod. Okay, well done. You're so sweet, darling. Okay, that's fine, okay? Let me now take you back to this lesson here. So tell me what this letter is then again.
Sod.
Excellent, well done. Okay, so now when that letter starts a word, okay, what happens is the first bit of it is kept, but the bottom bit that would normally go down is missed out because we've got to join on to another letter. Okay, so can you tell me what is this letter here?
Sod.
Excellent, well done. You've got such a nice pronunciation of it, darling. Here is the same letter, okay, but it happens in the middle. There's a letter before which is joining into it, and there's a letter afterwards which this letter joins into, okay? And if you can see, it comes in, okay, and then you go round, and then you join into another letter, okay? So, tell me the name of this letter.
Sod.
Excellent, well done. You're getting more confident. And here, finally, this is the same letter, but it's at the end of a word. Tell me the name of the letter again.
Sod.
Excellent, well done. That was really, really good. Okay, now let me show you again here, okay, for yourself, okay. Go to lesson 2, okay, where it says Arabic letters, okay, and with your mum, after the lesson, go through the alphabet. I expect that you probably do know these letters, but sometimes we can forget. But have a go at recognizing them and using the English underneath, okay, to work out what the names of them are. And then, when you've done, say, one of these lines, then go to lesson 4 and then see, if I just take you back to the beginning of the lesson. Okay, here we are. Okay, where you've got those letters here in the beginning of the word and in the middle of the word and at the end of the word. Okay, and then see if you can recognize them. Okay, it shouldn't take you too long because I think you know most of them already, and there's just a few that you maybe are a little bit confused with. But you just need to practice. Okay. Okay. Okay, you don't need to be shy, darling, okay? You can say, yes, yes, I am fine. Okay, all right, then, darling. May I speak with your brother, please?
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum, darling. Wa alaikum salam. How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, alhamdulillah. Remind me of your ID, darling.
A1119.
Okay, excellent. Okay, and you're older than your sister, I think.
Yes.
Yes, you sound like a big brother. Okay, so let me test you out on some of these letters, okay? So let me just point to, let's work our way down the alphabet here. Can you tell me what this letter here is?
The
Excellent, well done. What is this letter here?
the
Okay, one more time. What is this letter? Za. Za. Okay, you just, oh, excellent. That last one was spot on, okay? You just round your mouth and you say in a very soft way, but make it quite thick and heavy at the same time. Za. Excellent, well done. Okay, so let me go down and point to this letter here. What is this letter?
Ein.
Excellent, that was quite nice pronunciation as well. What about this one?
Rein.
Excellent, excellent, well done. Okay, let me remind me of your sister's ID.
N1 triple. N1 triple two.
Okay. Oh, N1222. Okay then. So I just want to say to your sister, your brother knows these letters, okay? Because he's a little bit older and he's probably been working on them a little bit longer. But you can see he's learnt them. So inshallah, you will also learn them. And I think you know most of them. You just need a little bit of practice, okay? So after the class, sit down with your mum. And as I say, go to lesson 2, have a read of some of the letters, and then come back to lesson 4 to see if you can recognize. And it will be good practice for your brother as well, to help you as well, okay? Okay? Oh, okay, darling. So let me just find you in this list here, A1119. Where have we gone? Let me just find you in the list so I can put you onto mute. Okay. Just bear with me. We haven't got a support teacher today, so it just takes a little bit longer when you're working on your own. Where have we gone? You've disappeared off my list. Oh, here we are. Okay then, Jazakumullah both of you for your help. And as I say to the young girl, please practice on that overnight, okay? Right then, so let me find another person with their hand up. N1228. Okay, I have a young Nasra, N1228. Assalamu alaikum, N1228.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Sorry, you can.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, darling. Okay, you are, where have you gone? N1, remind me of your ID, darling.
N1228.
Okay, well done. Okay then, so you had your hand up, so let me point to, okay, this letter here.
Fa.
Excellent, well done. So let me go down. See if I can. What is this letter here?
O.
Okay, what is this letter here?
Qaf.
It is, yes. And so, what is the name of this letter?
Where? Qaf.
Well done. Okay, and here?
Qaf.
Well done. Okay. Bear with me for a second. Let me take it to lesson 2 so I can show it to everybody else. Usually when one person doesn't know something, there's a few others that also don't know it. Okay. And here is that letter. Yeah, it's exactly the same letter. It goes round. It's got the 2 dots on the top. Underneath we've got it written in English. And you can see here that there's all these letters that make up the sound. It's a off. Well done. Okay, so let me go back to here and point to this letter here. What's this letter here?
Scarf.
Excellent. Well done. So you were able to distinguish the difference between this one and this one. What about this letter here? What is this letter?
Lam.
Excellent. Well done. What is this letter here?
Lam.
Excellent. Okay, well done. Okay, sweetheart, you've got, I think, quite a nice handle on these letters. So what I'm going to do is let me find you in the list. And 1228. Here we are. Okay. Jazakallah for your help, darling. And I'll call you to the mic, inshallah, another time.
Auntie,
G.
you know, I finished the Quran 2 days ago.
You did? So why did you have your, mashallah, well done, well done. Alhamdulillah. So why did you have your hand up that you were unsure about how to pronounce the letters and how to say them?
My brother did it for me. I don't know why.
Okay, all right. Okay, then not to worry. It was nice to hear from you anyway. Okay, inshallah we'll speak again another time. Allah Hafiz. Okay, so let me go to some other students who've got their hand up. A11, I've had those ones. Okay, A1114. Okay, a young tiful, A1114. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
How are you, darling?
I'm fine.
Alhamdulillah. You are enjoying the classes?
Yes.
Excellent. That's what we like to hear. So let me point to a letter and see if you can recognize it. What is this letter here?
Meme.
Excellent. Well done. Okay, let me go down the alphabet. What is this letter here?
Noon.
Excellent. Well done. And this letter?
Wow.
Excellent. Well done. Okay. What is this letter here?
Ha.
Okay, yeah. Take a breath. Ha. Excellent. What is this letter here?
Ha.
Excellent. And this one?
Ha.
Excellent. Well done. Okay. So let me just go to
Auntie, we're two brothers.
Okay. I've only got one of you here listed down. Remind me of your ID?
A1114.
A1114.
A1114. Okay. And is your brother, has he got an ID as well?
No,
But
we sent a letter, but the answer only came back for him.
All right, okay then. Okay then. So when I call you to the mic, you should come to the mic. There is nothing wrong with your brother sitting there with you quietly and listening at the same time, okay? Because he can learn also. But when I call you to the mic, it should just be you that comes, okay?
okay.
Okay, well done. Okay then. So let me point to this letter. What is this letter here?
Hamza.
Well done. And this letter?
Hamza.
Excellent. And this letter?
Hamza.
Excellent. Well done. Okay. And can you see, and this is for everybody else at home as well, that the Hamza looks like this when it's on its own. When it starts a word, this is what it looks like. Here, it's sitting on top of a little bend in the writing, okay? But it's still a Hamza, okay? And here, it's also a Hamza, okay? Sometimes it'll sit on top of something else, but it's still a Hamza. Okay, so let's move down to this letter here. What's this letter here?
Ya.
Excellent. And this one?
Ja. Ja.
Okay, well done. And this one?
Ja. Ja.
Excellent. Okay. Okay, then, sweetheart. Jazakumullah for your help. Let me just find you in my list again. A1114. Here we are. Okay, then. Inshallah, we'll speak another time, okay?
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go through a couple of things that sometimes confuse readers when they're reading the Arabic alphabet, okay? Let me point to this particular letter here, okay? It goes down and around, and most of you will know that this letter is a lam, okay? When it starts a word, you have the first part of it, the straight line, and you have the beginning of the curve, but then it joins into a letter, okay? This is a lam, okay? When it's in the middle, you still have the line, you still have the bit that goes around, and it still joins into another letter, but the previous letter joins into it like this, okay? When it happens at the end of a word, it looks just like it does as it is on its own, a lam in its full form, okay? Now, a lam can join into a letter, another letter can join into it, and it can join into another letter, and it can sit on its own. Often, people mix up a lam, especially when it looks like this or looks like this, with, and I'm just going to take you back up to the beginning of the alphabet. With an alif. An alif is just this straight line here. When it starts a word, it sits on its own. That's because an alif can't join in to the next letter. It sits on its own. When it's part of a word and there's a letter before it, you can actually have that letter joining into the alif. So an alif here is joined onto the previous letter, okay? Here, it sits on its own because it's not joining into another letter. An alif can't join in to the next letter. Another letter can join into it. Same here, when it's at the end of a word, a letter can join into it, okay? And that is the difference when you're reading between how to recognize an alif from a lam. An alif never joins into another letter, okay? Whereas if I take you back down to the lam, just so you can compare. Here we are. You can see that the lam can join into a letter and another letter can join into it as well. So if ever you see this, sometimes it can be that you can think that this is an alif, but it isn't. And the way to work it out is to know that it's joining into another letter, so it can't possibly be an alif. Okay? Now let me choose a tifl, a 1120. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you, darling?
I'm good.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, so did you understand what I've just explained about how to tell the difference between a lam and an alif?
Yeah.
Okay, well done. And would you like to explain that to me, how to tell the difference between a lam and an alif?
So the difference between lam and alif, when there's an alif in the middle, the letter before it can join to it, but the letter after can't join to it. And in a lam, the letter before it can join to it, and the letter after it can join it to it too.
Excellent. That was wonderful. That was wonderful explanation. That's spot on. Jazakumullah for your help, sweetheart. Okay. I will call you to the mic another time, inshallah. Okay. So that's the difference between a lam and an alif. If ever you get confused. Now I want to just go through a couple of other examples of where people can sometimes get confused. And the first one is here. This letter here is a dal. Okay, this is what it looks like when it's at the beginning of a word. It just doesn't join into another letter at all. Okay, when it's in the middle of a word, it can join to the letter before, and notice how it joins. Yeah, this meme is coming round, and then it's going from the bottom, and then it's going into the dal like this. Okay, it joins from the bottom of the dal, and it goes into the dal, up and around. Okay, now the same thing happens with the dal. Okay, can you see that the shapes are the same? It's just that there's a dot on this one. Yeah, so these letters work in the same way. This is a dal with a dot on the top. It sits on its own. It doesn't join into another letter. But when it's in the middle, a letter from before can join into it, and it joins from the bottom. It comes in, goes up and around. Okay, this is a dal, and this is a dal. Now I want you to compare that to this letter here, a ra. Okay, a ra here sitting on its own, it also doesn't join in to another letter, but other letters can join into it. Now notice this bar here with the dot, it comes round and it goes into the ra from the top of the ra. It goes into the ra and then the ra goes down. Okay, same with the za. It's exactly the same shape as the ra, except it's got a dot on the top. In the same way, a za doesn't join into the next letter, but a letter from before can join into it. And notice this meme is going round and it's joining into the za from the top, and then the za is going down from it. Okay, this is the difference between a ra, za, and the dal and the zal. Okay, here you join into it from the bottom, into it from the bottom. With these other ones here, let me see if I can't quite get them into the same screen. It goes from the top and around, from the top and around. Now, let me call before A11, I've just had A1120, so let me choose somebody else. A1124, okay. Before A1124. Assalamu alaikum. Walaikum salam. How are you, darling?
Fine.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, so I've just explained how to recognize a dal and a zal, and how to recognize a ra and a za. Did you understand how I explained that?
Yes.
Okay, would you like to explain to me how to recognize a ra and know that it's a ra and not a zal?
Ra is a zal is like a small kind of triangle, but with just some dots, like maybe 1 or 2 dots. And Ra has it's different. It's like a line going down and then left, and Zal doesn't, like, it's different.
Okay, yes, they are different. Okay, and let me just explain it to you. Okay, you will always be able to, when you see this letter here, let me just go back up here. Okay,
Hello, what are you doing?
okay, when you see the letter like this, you'll know that it's a dal. Okay, when you see it like this, you'll also know that it's a dal. Okay, when you see it like this, okay, you should be able to work out that this is a zal. Okay, and the way that you'll be able to work it out is that it goes into it from the bottom and around. Okay,
Yeah.
and when it's a ra and it's sitting like this, you will know that it's a ra. When it's sitting like this, you will know that it's a ra. But sometimes for some students, when they see it like this, they get confused and they wonder what that letter is. Is it a dal? Is it a ra? Okay, and I'm just explaining that when you see them, you can always tell which one it is because a ra joins in from the top and it goes round like this, okay? Whereas a dal goes in from the bottom and around, okay? Okay, so let me, you were A11, remind me of your ID, darling?
A1124.
1124.
4.
Okay, so let me just find you here on A1124. There we are. Okay, Jazakumullah Srihat for your help. Okay, let me speak to somebody that I haven't actually had on mic. Let me choose a Nasra if I can. A1217. Okay, I don't think I've had her. Assalamu alaikum, N1217.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, darling. How are you?
Good.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, would you like to explain to me how you can tell the difference between a dal when it's in the middle of a word, okay, and a ra when it's in the middle of a word?
So when a dal is in the middle, it's kind of like a noon shape, and dal is like not.
Okay, all right. Okay then, yes. Yes, there is a little bit of a curvature there. Okay. Let me just say it one more time. When you have a dal, okay, when it's sitting like this, you'll be able to recognize that it's a dal. Okay. When it's like this, again, you'll know that it's a dal. When it looks like this and it looks like this, eventually you'll see them so often that you will know what they are. Okay. But if you become unsure, just remember that the dal always, it's joined in from the bottom of the letter, okay? And when it comes to the ra, it's always joined in from the top. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll keep an eye on that, okay, as we progress with the other lessons, okay? You were A1124.
No, I
Yeah.
was A1217.
Okay. Yes, sorry. N1. Repeat it for me, darling. Yeah.
N1217.
Excellent. Okay then, darling. Let me just find you in my list. Where have you gone? N1217. It's such an easy number to remember, and I can't find you in my list. Okay, let me just go up. Just bear with me, okay? Otherwise, I'll end up with too many people on the mic. 1217. Where have you disappeared to? Oh, here we are. Okay then, Jazakallah sweetheart for your help. Okay then. The last thing that I wanted to explain was also sometimes people get mixed up between this letter here, the dal. When it looks like this, sometimes they think it's a lam. And the reason they think it is because they see this up bit here, and then the curly bit round here. But if you notice, and my colleague yesterday did actually explain this very well, I just wanted to just say it again so that everybody could benefit from not having to make the mistakes, yeah? A lam is a very straight line, and then it curls around, okay? It's a very straight line. It has no curvy bit to it at all, okay? Right, okay then. So what we're going to do now is we're coming to the end of the class, and I am going to give you some homework to do tonight, okay? And that homework is to go through this particular exercise. And let me bring it up here so you can see what the name of this lesson is, okay? Exercise 4.1, where you have the final, medial, initial, isolated forms of all the letters, okay? And I want you to go through all of the red letters and recognize what those letters are in each of their ways, okay? When they start a letter, when they're in the middle of a letter, and when they're at the end of a word. Okay, so I want all of you to do that tonight. Some of you already know, that's fantastic, okay? But for those of you that are a little bit weak, okay, go through this exercise tonight so that you can be thoroughly practiced in it, okay? And as I said, if you're not sure about the actual names of the letters, okay, in the very first lesson here, lesson number 2, which has Arabic letters, lesson number 2, in that one you'll find the actual letter written and its name in English and then the sounds that compose it. Okay, now we're coming to the end of our class, and what we're going to do now is we're going to do a dua. Okay, we start with the dua and we finish with the dua. And I am going to choose just to do a 1124 is right here. Therefore, A1124. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you, darling?
I am fine. Thank you.
Alhamdulillah. How are you enjoying the classes?
Fine.
Okay, good. Alhamdulillah. Okay, so we're going to end the class now, and I'm going to read out this dua. This young people will follow with me. And everybody at home, I want you also to repeat, okay? A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim.
Bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
Bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
Okay. Allahumma hamni bil Qur'an nil azim. And if you could read me the English translation, please.
O Allah, have mercy on me through the great Quran.
Excellent. Jazakumullah for your help. Okay, apologies for the loss of time at the beginning where I couldn't do my presentation. Inshallah, we'll do that another time. But for the time being, Jazakumullah for your attendance. I hope you learned something today. Please do take note of the homework and practice overnight. And inshallah, we'll meet again tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuhu.